There it is, Southwest making this all happen. Yeah, give it up. By the way, I'm Elizabethany. I think I introduced myself to everybody, but if I didn't, thank you for coming. Now the reason we are all here, please give it up for LFO. Woo! All cool. Yeah, however you guys want to adjust these, but...
This is cool. I wasn't expecting a sweet stage like this.
Yeah, we didn't give you a look-see at it first. Sometimes the lights are blinding. Today we turned them down a little bit.
Shades help.
Yeah. So welcome to DC. You guys have a show tomorrow at Jam and Java, right?
Yes.
Is this tour just getting started, right?
Yeah, we're 3 shows into it so far.
Okay. And it's the Rich in Love tour.
That's right.
I love that.
Thank you.
How obviously, I mean, an ode to Rich there. How is it? How did you guys come to make this tour happen? How are you remembering him on tour?
You know, we never thought we would tour again. Last year, we were corresponding with one of the guys from 98 Degrees, and he said, hey, you know, we do a tribute to you guys during our set. And I said, jokingly, well, if you want me and Devin to fly up and do a cameo, let me know. And he goes, all right, pick a show.
Wow.
So we looked at the list of shows, and they were playing Coney Island, which is where we shot the video for Summer Girls.
Yeah.
So we decided to do that, and flew up there. Our buddy Kyle, the merch boy, picked us up in this beat down Nissan Sentra. It was beat down. And we drove into the city. We had some meetings. Then we drove out to Coney Island, pulled up to where all the tour buses are parked, and he rolls the window down like this. He's like, "Yeah, I got some artists for tonight here." And we're like, "Look, we have tattoos. We are artists." And so, long story short, we played the show. Our part was about a minute long. We got off stage and said, "Wow, that was a cruel joke."
A minute. It'd be nice. It was 20 seconds.
20 seconds. And but then 4 days later, we got a call from our boy Mike Caputo, and he had gotten a call from a booking agent who was at the show.
Wow.
And said, "Hey, when you guys hit the stage, it was a highlight of the night. Would you consider going back out there?" And so that's how the process started. It took probably 6-7 months to really discern it and pray about it and talk about it and talk to our families. And finally, after we talked to Mike, and Mike's like, "Do it," we said, "All right, we'll do it."
What had you been doing before that? Like, what was going on in your lives? What was it like? What was a typical day for you guys?
Well, we got families now.
Yeah.
And while I'm home, just learning music, playing drums, getting my instruments back, you know. Left my voice for a while. So in the process of doing this, learning lyrics again, have to get it back. Working out again, you know.
Having to go back and take all the 20 years, 15 years, I don't know.
If it's like a superhero, I took my costume off. I grew a belly for a bit.
That's awesome. So now you're back on the road. Was it, how much, besides like training like that, and now you're making new music too. So how did you even have that decision?
Well, that was funny because a friend of ours, Aaron Aceta, who is partners with a guy named Shep, and Shep was one of the producers of our song Every Other Time back in 2001, and now they're partners. They produced that American Authors album, that record, Best Day of My Life, and so they've been still doing some big things. And Aaron said to me, "Hey, you guys should put out a song before your tour starts." I said, "All right, let me know when to fly up." Again, like half joke, half serious, and he goes, "Let me talk to Shep." And then a couple of days later, they said, "All right, let's do it." So they sent us a little bit of a guitar riff. We started writing to it, got to the studio, and
we wrote it from the drive to the airport.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. So basically, we were there for 2 days, and we did 2 brand new songs. So it was cool.
It's almost like just the vibe, how you guys are talking right now. It's almost like you forgot how big of a deal you were. Like you're like, oh, we were kind of kidding about joining 98 Degrees, or like we didn't know we were gonna write a song that fast.
Well, you know, you're gone for a long time, so you're not really sure how viable you are in the marketplace, right? And so part of the reason why we did this tour was to say, well, is LFO still viable? Are we viable even though we lost our brother Rich? And you had asked how we honor him. Mm-hmm. And so one way is, if you see Mike's shirt says LFO and it's got some sneakers hanging from it. Well, Rich always wore shell-toe Adidas, and so on stage we have a microphone stand with a pair of shell-toe Adidas hanging from it. And that's one way we honor him. The rest of the ways you have to come see the show to see.
Yeah.
And one day, if I can make a little bit more loot, I'll have Adidas with like diamonds on it and just
nice.
Wow.
And
blinging it out.
Yeah.
Listen, if it became real big, we'd eventually have a hologram. My brother Bob works for a company that does holograms and stuff like that. So
that's what we're shooting for.
yeah.
I was gonna ask. I said, are you gonna do the hologram? Like, did TLC actually do that, or were they just talking about it?
I don't know. People would say, "Oh,
Tupac and Biggie."
Yeah, I knew that.
People say, "Oh, who's replacing Rich?" And you say, "What are you crazy? Like,
Yeah.
he's irreplaceable. We wouldn't even think about that. Plus, we have a long history together as friends, bandmates, brothers. There's a certain chemistry we have that you can't just generate overnight. But I don't think to replace Rich is to honor Rich. So
Yeah.
that's why we didn't even entertain that thought.
Were you guys still in close contact throughout that time?
Oh
Yeah, yeah. We
good homies.
we live in the same
Became
town.
brothers.
Family
We
forever,
Lived in
I
the
mean.
same lived in the same house a few different times.
Well, he lives in his house with his kids. I live in the garage. There was a studio there, and I just lived that life.
Not a garage apartment, a legit garage with like bugs and everything.
Great. Sounds like a blast.
But we had a studio in there, and
Yeah.
Greatest
the
man cave of all time.
neighbors loved him. I live in this little town built by Disney. And then
Hold on, until your next door neighbor like said, "What's up, clown?" That when he said that, then it was time to get back in the world. I was like, "Don't call me a clown, bro." And he's a policeman too. I was like, "Don't do that, dude."
You don't tell me what to do. All right. Well, I'm very glad to have you guys here. My high school years were all LFO, and I mean,
Yeah.
the minute you emailed me, I was like, oh my God, I need to put that album back in. I still have the very scratched up CD, but it still works, and I still know every single word.
yeah.
So we're
Wait,
good.
hold on a second. She knows every single word, which means, Dave, we got to play Summer Girls later, and she's gonna sing it. Okay? Does that sound good? All right, good.
Just
That's
because I
our
know them
homeboy
doesn't
Dave
mean I
right
can
there.
sing it.
It's gonna be like a Summer Girls karaoke.
Also, don't get the rat parts, because that's like watermelon, watermelon, watermelon to me.
We don't say the word watermelon in it. We say marmalade though.
Same.
You say Georgia, peach.
Right, peaches, and I don't think there's any other fruits though.
I mean,
Cherry Pez.
Yep.
well, I'll get it. So we have this truth or dare game. It's only written on the light-colored block, so you can only pull a light-colored block, and whatever is on there, you have to either answer or do.
Oh yeah.
There's some audience interaction involved with some of them.
Why don't
Whoever
you go
wants to
first? Since you're good at dares.
All right, go for it.
Whichever, you have to pull a light-colored.
Light colored?
Yeah.
Just light colored, huh?
Yeah.
Make up something. It's probably not as good as. But
Biggest regret in life.
Oh man, I was like, this is gonna be like the one emotional one.
Can't say more.
Can't say none.
Can't say none. It's not a regret, but after LFO, we had it was so successful, and then certain things derailed it, and then from that, kind of left the world, became a vegetarian, like so long. There was such a long period. Though I learned how to do a lot more music, once you leave the music business, it's a machine. It's so difficult to get back into it. It's not a regret. Don't have regrets, but that's the only thing that stands out, Maybe take 2 years off. Who takes like 15? Who does that? Then the money runs out, and I was like, oh, shoot. I'm living in the garage.
That's
So
fair.
It was time to man up, really. Like, I was probably going to be Peter Pan forever, but nah.
I would
So I
love to
became a
hear
lost boy. Now it's time. You gotta grow up. Whatever.
or get back on the road.
Yes, yes. It's a way of still being Peter Pan. You're brilliant.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh. Oh yeah.
hey,
I didn't make up a rule for if it all falls down.
You had your foot on it too.
pick an athlete that's the best at their sport to compete against.
Yeah. So, like, would you swim against Michael Phelps?
Oh no.
Or would you play tennis
Only if
against Serena
only if I could wear
Williams?
the little Speedo with the cap.
Oh, you're into that?
No.
Did you watch? Did anybody see him like racing the shark yesterday? But like they were smaller than usual. There was extra showing there. It was
Really?
too low. It was
Our
too
piano player Craig promised he'd wear a red Speedo on stage, but once his wife found out, she nixed that idea.
low.
But by the end of
It's probably for the better though. It's like
diapers, I guess playing one-on-one with Jordan would be awesome.
oh my God, yeah, that'd be great.
that's amazing.
And it's a throwback little like you guys from the was he play? He was probably playing when you guys
Oh,
were
yeah.
at your prime too, right?
Or
was it the end of him?
That was towards the end.
Yeah.
His primes were like in the
90s.
early 90s.
Yeah,
But
fair.
he's still extremely viable, right?
Yeah.
Hence the 2 threes on the feet.
There
right?
it is.
And not even saying I can compete against Michael Jordan, but I play basketball. I'm all about defense, right? So I couldn't do anything against Michael Phelps. I'm like, tennis is still hard for me. I'm learning it. So
At the gym, he plays this game. It's like 1-on-1, but with 3 guys against these 2 like 20-year-old kids, and he beats them, and they get so frustrated. And I'm like, yo, do you know he's old enough to be your father? You know?
All right, let's try to pick a dare. Not that you can tell, but just everybody cross your fingers or something.
This is not the guy you want to dare stuff because he's a little crazy. You got to pick a dark one, doesn't it? Right?
No. It's they're all light.
Oh.
Everything that has something written.
serenade audience with a audience
lullaby.
member with a lullaby.
We have a volunteer already. Yeah, or you guys can. Yeah, just here. You know what? I'll let you have the seat.
Right here.
Okay. All right. Well, but then the camera can't see you, so have a seat right here, and he'll.
Talking to you, girl. So good to see ya. I hope you had a very good day. And tomorrow, and for the rest of the week, yeah, don't you forget this moment, 'cause I never will, baby.
Woo!
Can I get a hug?
That was good.
All right, that was good. Oh my God!
Elizabethany.
We can still continue.
Goodness
Yeah. Just pick a light
gracious.
one from. Should have had the rule.
Look at it right there. Just grab it.
All right. Have you ever? These are personal ones. I don't like that one. It's fun and dare. All right.
That's a dare.
Call someone from an audience's phone.
Audience members. Phone.
Let's see.
You have someone you want to punk?
Oh, I got a good one. Where's the phone? This is gonna be fun. Oh wait.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I have to call someone that I know or they know.
No, that they know.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I mean, how
You tell me what you want to do. I'm
Okay, bring up your phone.
Hey, you're too young to have a phone.
I don't know what's too young to have a phone anymore.
Her name's Chanel.
Janelle?
Chanel.
Chanel? And what do we
You should prank her somehow.
She's actually supposed to be on her way, but she was running a little bit late.
hold on. What does she do? Tell me about her a little bit.
She's a stay-at-home mom. This is her son right here.
Okay.
His name's London.
you want to say London just fell down?
No.
Be like, we're bringing him
London
on stage
Bridge.
and you're running late. We want to do.
No, I think we prank them, and you prank her quickly, and then.
She might freak out.
No, I'm not gonna. That's mean.
Oh, all right.
I'm gonna.
98 and LFO's here.
Oh yeah, somebody else showed up too, and you're missing it. I don't know.
I think you don't even say who you are at first. You just call her and be like, "Hey, ma'am, I
She's
just
gonna recognize my phone number. She's
I just got your."
Oh, see, I found
It's
this
gonna be her
phone.
phone number. Oh, that's right. Yeah, there you go.
Let me see.
Okay, that's her.
I got 3 semesters of college under this belt.
Just make sure. Put it on speaker. Put it on speaker.
Elevator music. Ding, ding, ding.
Sorry, I found this phone. I found this phone in a men's bathroom, and then your number was the first one up, and I just didn't know whose phone it was. Do you have any ideas? Because it was in a men's.
Hello?
Yeah, this phone. I found this phone in a.
Oh my God, who is this?
I found this phone in a men's bathroom, and your number was the first number that
That
came
phone
up.
is really stinky. What?
It said Channel or something like that. Channel.
Chanel?
Oh, Chanel. Oh, like the brand.
Hi, I'm coming. I swear to God, I'm coming. I had to go drop something off for work. Oh my God, I'm flying. I'm like 10 minutes away.
She knows.
London said you're lying.
London's my son. He's supposed to get my autograph for me. You guys are awesome. I've loved you
No.
guys since I was like 10. I swear.
He said that he's not planning on doing that unless you upgrade his phone. I told him he was too little to have a phone. What's that,
I'm
London?
lying, I swear. I'm the one who won the tickets, and I had to run because the bus was late, and I had to go drop something
Listen,
off at work.
if you
But
listen,
I'm
we
flying,
were
I'm flying.
we were really late because we had to drive 600 miles. What's your excuse?
I'm flying, I swear. I will be there in 10 minutes. I'm almost getting off of 495 right now.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I'm,
Be
like,
careful
flying
now.
cars over.
Yeah, don't fly.
She has a headset. She doesn't drive with her.
Don't fly because that 495 is a little scary today. All right?
Yeah,
Take
always.
your time, and we'll make sure to leave right before you get here, okay?
I'm flying. I'm almost there.
All right, Chanel. See you later.
All right. You're awesome. Thank you.
You're unfazable. We won't even try to phase you. She knew. That's funny.
I love that. Hang up.
That was good.
All right. Well, thank you guys for playing Truth or Dare. And I did see, too, on your social media that you, when you were touring with LFO before, you felt like you weren't saying any important things.
Yes.
So what important things are you saying now? What do you want to get across?
I mean, well, first of all, I think the show, it always meant something to us back in the day, but I think today it's just a little bit more genuine because we're outside of the mix of the music business. We're not insiders anymore, really. We are outsiders, and little by little, we poke holes. Like right now, we're poking a hole into this world, thanks to you. And so the show, I think, is a little bit more genuine now because we're not after fame, we're not after money or things, right? We're just really enjoying ourselves. We want to bring some joy. We want to put braces on our kids' faces at home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so in that way, it's a little bit more genuine. And then I think back then, me personally, I had no convictions back then. You know, there was nothing I really stood for, nothing that was important to me. And so since it's been 15 years since we've seen a lot of our fans, I think we've all been through a lot of stuff. And so I just give a little talk and sing a song about, you know, what brought me from the depths of hell to life again, and that's, you know, my faith. So I talk about that on the show.
It's awesome.
Yeah, standard stuff. It shouldn't be standard, but it should be. When I was a kid, it was just trying to sing, just trying to have fun. Now it's like growing up. Now it's like don't give up, that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's gonna be ups and downs. Cool, ride it out. In low tides, very difficult, right? You want to be like, Sometimes we gotta rest, right? It's not always like, yeah. So you gotta, when it's time to rest, you gotta chill out. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Don't give up on your dreams, especially with the population going up. How many singers are there now? How many doctors? Yeah, so you gotta do the extra stuff. Sometimes you gotta study a little bit harder. Stuff like that I didn't say before.
I think it's also different, like in times-wise, back then nobody cared. Everyone was just kind of carefree, you know, like not just musicians or anything.
I mean, it's true. I mean, you were, 12 when you were an LFO fan? Something like that?
High school, so 14
15,
to...
Right, so you didn't really have a lot of responsibilities besides, you know, schoolwork and work or whatever. Now, you know, you have a job, and some people have a family, some people have... Yesterday, a lady brought like 2-3 of her kids with her, you know? So, like, the new single that we wrote, Perfect 10, we really had our fans in mind because they're not 12 anymore. We like to gain some new fans that are that age, but our current fans are not 12 anymore, right? So they've got a lot going on in their lives, and so that was the basis on the song.
We're all growing up together. That's a perfect little segue, though. You guys want to hear the new song? So if you want to introduce this Perfect 10 new song, and then we'll play it for you.
I think you just introduced it.
Well, okay, but like, you know, what if you want to say it? You already kind of taught us. Or
Ladies
told
and
us.
gentlemen.
There you go.
The new single from LFO, Perfect 10.
Woo! Oh.
Is that the speakers?
That was a surprise. There we go.
You got to start over. There you go.
Crank it up.
Can we crank it up?
Louder.
I see you, girl, working really hard. Ain't no 9 to 5 on this job. You running ragged, running around this town with 2, 3, 4 kids on your arms. You need to get away, so let's break free, girl. You can count on me. 1, 2, 3, you will always be 4, 5, 6, the only girl I pick. 7, 8, 9, girl, you know you are a dime. You perfect 10, and you got me singing. My perfect 10. I see you, girl, on the internet with your makeup and kissy lips. You're worth much more than the purest gold emoji. Do you realize it? With every little step by step we take, girl, you can count on me. 1, 2, 3, you will always be. 4, 5, 6, the only girl I'll pick. 7, 8, 9, girl, you know you are a dime. You'll always be my perfect 10, and you got me singing. Oh, my perfect.
Let's talk about someday.
Someday ain't on the calendar. I wanna rock right now. Girl, I need you in so many ways. Numbers don't lie. You can count on me. 1, 2, 3, you will always be. 4, 5, 6, the only girl I'll pick. 7, 8, 9, girl, you know you are a dime. You'll always be my perfect 10, and you got me singing. Oh, my perfect 10. Picture perfect, picture perfect, picture perfect, picture perfect, my perfect 10.
Little hidden talent there at the end of the song. What do you guys think? Perfect 10? Yeah, look at that. Well, thank you guys for coming in, and a little surprise. You gonna do a little something from the past and the heart.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. All right. Do you need a guitar? Do you have?
Dave, come on up,
We
man.
got Smooth Criminal here.
Okay.
Everybody, this is
You
our
gotta
home.
stay up
Well-
here. Don't go anywhere. You're joining us. You said you know every word.
I probably know. You know what my favorite one is? West Side Story.
You want me to get that chair up for you?
I'll be right here. I'm not gonna sing into the microphone, but I'll.
Come over here with us. Come on. Elizabethany, let's go. Come on.
Oh my God.
Come on. Have a seat. Let's go. You fanny pack wearing freak. Let's go.
That's cute, these little.
This is not right. I'm
All right, you guys
nervous
got to
about my own
sing
job.
with us, okay?
Yeah.
That's our homeboy Michael right there.
All right, here we go. New kids on the block, got a bunch of hits. Chinese food makes me sick, and I think it's fly when girls stop by for the summer. I like girls that wear Abercrombie and Fitch. I'd take her if I had one wish, but she's been gone since that summer. Hip hop marmalade, spick and span. Bet you want summer and it all began. You're the best girl that I ever did see. The great Larry Bird, Jersey 33. When you take a sip, you buzz like a hornet. Billy Shakespeare wrote a whole bunch of sonnets. Call me Willie Whistle cause I can't speak, baby. Something in your eyes went and drove me crazy. Now I can't forget you when it makes me mad. You left one day and never came back. Stayed all summer, then you went back home. Macaulay Culkin was a home alone. Fell deep in love, but now we ain't speaking. Michael J. Fox was Alex P. Keaton. When he met you, he said his name is Rich.
You look like a girl from Abercrombie and Fitch.
New kids on the block, got a bunch of hits. Chinese food makes me sick, and I think it's fly when girls stop by for the summer. I like girls that wear Abercrombie and Fitch. I'd take her if I had one wish, but she's been gone since that summer. Cherry Pesco, cross roster, boogie. Used to hate school, so I had to play hooky. Always being hip to the b-boy style. Known to act wild to make the girl smile. Love New Edition and the Candy Girl. Remind me of you because you rock my world. You come from Georgia with the peaches grow. They drink lemonade and speak real slow. You love hip hop and rock and roll. Your dad took off when you were 4 years old. There was a good man named Paul Revere. I feel much better, baby, when you're near. You love fun dip and cherry coke. I like the way you laugh when I tell a joke. When he met you, he said his name is Rich.
You look like a girl from Abercrombie and Fitch.
New kids on the block, got a bunch of hits. Chinese food makes me sick, and I think it's fly when girls stop by for the summer. Louder for the summer. I like girls that wear Abercrombie and Fitch. I'll take her if I had one wish, but she's been gone since that summer. Since that summer. Summertown girls gotta go on.
Yeah.
Shake and wiggle to a hip hop song. Summertown girls are the kind I like. I steal your honey like I stole your bike. Boogaloo shrimp and pogo sticks. My mind takes you back there oh so quick. Left you off the hook like my man Mr. Limpet. Think about the summer then I book cause I miss it. I like the color purple macaroni and cheese. Ruby red slippers and a bunch of trees. Call you up but what's the use? I like Kevin Bacon but I hate Footloose. I came in the door, I said it before. Think I'm over you but I'm really not sure. When I met you he said his name is Rich.
You look like a girl from Abercrombie and Fitch.
New kids on the block, got a bunch of hits. Chinese food makes me sick, and I think it's fly when girls stop by for the summer. For the summer. I like girls that wear Abercrombie and Fitch. I'd take her if I had one wish, but she's been gone since that summer. Since that summer. Summer girls come and summer girls go. Some are worthwhile and some are so-so. Summer girls come and summer girls go. Some are worthwhile and some are so-so. Summertime girls gotta go and on. Shake and wiggle to a hip-hop song. Summertime girls are the kind I like. I steal your honey like I stole your bike. New kids on the block, got a bunch of hits. Chinese food makes me sick, and I think it's fly when girls stop by for the summer. For the summer. I like girls that wear Abercrombie and Fitch. I'll take her if I had one wish, but she's been gone since that summer. Since that summer. Yo, Devin, I'm wondering, do you think Bethany, Elizabethany, and these people here could sing it without us singing with them?
I know for
You guys know the words?
For a fact.
Can you sing really loud? You promise?
Gotta make it sound like there's 50 people in here.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, sing.
I like. Oh.
And I think it's fly when.
Stop by for the summer. For the summer. I like girls that wear Abercrombie and Fitch. I take her if I had one wish. She's been gone since that summer. Since that summer.
Nice job. Perfect. You guys are awesome.
You know what? The best part about listening to songs from the past is like I made up my
you,
own
David.
words to that. Like
I
that made
so love that you did
absolutely
that.
no sense. Like I'm over here and I'm trying to sing the words that I think they are, and then I'm like, oh my god, no, that's actually like now that you guys are here and you're saying it to me, it's a completely different word than I thought it was.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that never happens to you. You don't hear a song and you make up your own
Oh, for
words.
sure.
Yeah, I used to listen to Stevie Wonder. I didn't know some of the words. I would
Right.
create a word that was close to it, and I kept on going.
Yeah. Like
And
Ellen.
years later, it's like, wow, I wasn't even close.
Right. Ellen was telling Justin Timberlake that his "Can't Stop the Feeling" song, she thought it was just electric or something, and it's just imagine. And she like, so she's singing it on her show, hardcore. She's like, it's electric, it's electric. He's like, no, you're an idiot.
That's funny.
But
So thank you guys for that moment. Thank you for coming in. And
Hey, can we just say
Thank
sorry
you.
for being late for anybody
Yeah.
who was here? It wasn't due to inconsideration. It was a long drive and it just took forever. So we apologize.
we used to ride horses, right? Now we're at no. I'm talking about our collective planet Earth. Now we're driving cars,
Back in
and
the
it's still
90s.
not fast enough, right? So I wish we had instant teleportation, but maybe one day.
oh God.
we did ride horses to tour to show
I
sometimes.
phrased it wrong. Not us. Planet Earth at one point with wagons. Now we're at cars.
We have a horse trailer.
What do you think this is all? Barrel of laughs?
Back in '99, we had to take our horse and buggy.
You know, let's go retro. Let me grab a pony or something and ride down the highway now.
Oh, I mean, if you're doing a show in Lancaster, you could do that. That would be normal.
Grab my lasso.
All right, give it up one more time, guys, for LFO.
Thank you.
And we are going to do some pictures. We'll have everybody go out there, and we'll do some pictures and have a good time.
Sweet.